Good morning, everybody. Just realised it's accidentally hit live and I wasn't quite ready to go live. So now I'm live, which is fantastic. Look, we're looking at a opportunity of a lifetime here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just checking to see if we are live. So we've got to get Rumble going, which is unfortunate. But if all my Rumble people, normally we broadcast on 6 different channels, and today we're doing 5 live broadcast at the same time. Now, we're looking at a company which is quite interesting. I've only got about an hour to do this, so I'm not going to bore you to death. Hopefully, if I click the right button, we should be able to go into a screen, which isn't letting me do it. Isn't that hard, guys? That's because I wasn't quite ready to go live. So that's going to be a bit of a dilemma. Let me see if I can do that. So let's go to this one here. Oh, my goodness, it worked. So Smart.Money, opportunity of a lifetime. I got a recording from someone who was telling me that this was the best thing since sliced bread, and I needed to invest and spread the word. They literally said to me that because I promoted Hyperverse, that I have a community around me that are sitting there with a fistful of crypto, and it's time for them to invest in. Let's make some money together. Now, if I'm clever enough, I will actually play the recording, because when you get a text on your phone, not through WhatsApp, not through Telegram, and it comes to you from an American number, you sort of think, why is this person marketing to me this way? But it just so happened that they were biting at the bit, had an opportunity of a lifetime, and it's just something that I shouldn't have missed out on. So I'm just trying to find that recording that I originally got so I can play it for you. I think it might be here.
Okay, Danny.
Here we go.
That's 7 videos, but 6 of them are less than 2 minutes, okay? Because this is a very simple thing, easy to explain. One video is 13 minutes. That's the developer who explains how this works and the future for the company. Right now, it's extracting MEV off of the Solana smart chain. When they started, it was only Solana. They were earning an average of 0.8% per day, right? They added the Binance smart chain, and they moved to 1.4% per day. And then they moved from there, and this week, I believe, but certainly this month, they're adding Arbitrum. And the average daily return will be about 2 to 2.2%. You know, now, they have a 1-day, a 7-day, a 30-day, and a 100-day smart contract, okay? So, we're not extending ourselves here for 2.5 years. If we have to stake our monies for a very long period of time, the best of intentions can still have us lose our money. But we know we're going to live for 3 months, right? So, bottom line, a 1-day contract will let you see this thing works. It's a 50-50 split with the bot. A 7-day contract, right, plays a 55-45 split, and a 30-day contract plays a 65-35 split, and the 100-day contract plays an 80-20 split. The cost of the bot is a measly $50, and they pay $40 into the field, you see? So literally they're giving this bot away at $10, plus they've made a commitment that this bot, although the price is going up, they're always going to pay enough in the field so that you can pay for your bot by sharing it with 2 people. Now, sharing is not required. I wanted to make sure this thing would work and I could pull my money out before I told anyone about it. Okay? So please take a look at this, give me some feedback, and let's work together, man, and let's make this free MEV money. Okay? Have a great day, and I'm looking to hear back from you soon.
Right, so I'll explain where that text come from in a minute. So basically, if I refer somebody, they pay $49, then I'll get $40 of the money. Sound familiar? And not only that, is they've got a MEV bot smart contract. So overnight, I went to bed at 4 o'clock last night. It is now 7:45, and I've got to head out the door in about an hour. Now, we had Crypto G go through and try to find the smart contract. He said that the wallet address that we got given by the individual talking on the phone, and I'll tell you how we found them out because they were all hidden, but now they're fully exposed. Basically, there's no arbitrage trading going on with this platform. It is all done with smoke and mirrors. In fact, we found the feeder wallet, and it's a common thing. What they do is they have a wallet that keeps topping up everyone's monies. So you'll have your wallet in there. You'll put your $1,000 in here, like our friend did, and he got $971 invested. He accidentally let it expire because it had auto renew, which is a telltale sign of a Ponzi scheme. And then he had to wait another, I think, 25 days. And out of it, he actually managed to get his $971 back plus an extra $400. So then I said, oh, well, have you been recruiting? And he goes, oh, I think so. And I said, well, how many people have you recruited? And it was, we talked to him on the phone. We've got all the recordings, which I'm not going to play because I haven't got time. But he said he recruited 8 people, which also meant he would have actually got $40 per person. But he said in his wording that it wasn't individuals, it was communities that he was promoting. And he also said that he was happy to give the people the $40 that he gets back to them. However, when he talked to me, he didn't do anything of the like. He gave me his affiliate link, which got me suspicious. And then I started researching who this random message was from. So we have gone through and we've found some really strange things, which are quite comical. So first of all, there's a Zoom meeting here. This is the link. And I've been sitting here all night long waiting for this Zoom meeting to go live. I did a search on the Zoom ID. First thing I found was a funeral home. Yes, a funeral home where some dear fellow, resting in his grave right now, if you wanted to go and watch the ceremony, you could actually come down here and join the Zoom link. And the Zoom link, would you believe, is exactly the same as the meeting where you can learn about this Merv bot. So I thought that was a bit weird at the start. But anyway, we went through, wherever we are, we went through Mr. Clarence's Joseph C.J. Smith's, basically people who attended his funeral, and we couldn't find any evidence of anything else to do with Smart.Money. So we'll put that one away. The next thing what we did is I've actually this time taken out the phone numbers, but in the blog that we're about to go over, I have actually put his real phone number. So you can give what his name is. His name is Winton B. Morgan. Now, I actually called him Winston, and he said, I don't have an S, so I've got that right now, Winton B. Morgan. And we found out that he is actually coming from, I think it was Alabama. I'm not saying it correctly, sorry. And then we also had another number where it was corresponding on the same guy. And this guy was called Fletcher Clayton Wu. So I kept calling him Fletcher, and I had the blog and I updated his name to Fletcher Wu. And then we started searching a little bit deeper because this guy claims that he now lives in, forgot the name. We've got it written down here somewhere else. And he thought I was from the Netherlands, and we're actually in the process of shutting down the website. And he's begging me not to do it. Alabama. I've got to hear it. Alabama, Georgia. All right.
Alabama, Georgia.
Right. So we've also got an email address, which you can see at the bottom here. Just juslinkme@gmail.com. So if you lose your money to this and you want to find this guy, that's theoretically his details. But then we started going a little bit deeper, and we actually found that one of the names that he had on one of the accounts that he was messaging me had this name Black. So we managed to find this all with open source intelligent, and then we looked through the post, and we looked through the company here. Long story short, we managed to find the guy, and we managed to send him so much information about himself. He decided to ring us and go, why are you trying to find out all about me? And why can't I remain anonymous and all this sort of carry on? But this here says that he lives in London. And the other information tells us he lives in Alabama. So if you are dealing with this guy and you are getting those recordings like I just got, then and then he challenged me. He said to me, this is not a scam. So I asked him the name of the company. I asked him the individual behind it. And they said, well, he's going to be worth millions, the guy that's created this software. He wants to remain anonymous as well. And I said, so you want me to pay into a scheme where you get $40. It's got an entry level of like $49, so it's really easy to get in. If you stake, you can get, what did he say, 2.8 per day, something ridiculous. So then I said, well, I'm going to go live. We're going to shut down the website. Oh, don't do that. You'll ruin everyone's lives. And it went on and on and on and on. I actually got quite rude with the guy. I think
live. I'm open to come on, and I'll bring my coder with me. Okay?
No thanks. Don't.
No, because you don't want pushback. You don't want pushback.
No, I'm not leading this any which way, mate. I'm not leading it any which way. I'm telling you that you don't have a smart contract. You don't have a smart contract. Give us what we asked for before we go live. Give us what we asked for before we go live.
You just told me, provide me information about the contract address. I went and gave you the information, but now you're still on the same shit.
No, mate. Listen here, deaf ears. Hey, hey, smarten up. Listen here. The information you gave us is not smart contracts.
Okay.
I can't do any better than that, mate. I'm only trying to help you. I don't want to get rude to you, and don't underestimate what we can do. Yeah, so I've got, I don't know, 45 minutes worth of conversations. He's obviously out there recruiting. It doesn't really matter what's happening, but even let's just get all this about smart money. So first of all, we found that there was, we got the whole website. We've done quite a bit of research on this one. All these websites look flashy and they get you all excited, and you can go through here with a fine-tooth comb, but at the end of the day, this is just a pitch deck. Look at this. Things like this you should be looking at. The 4.5 stars, the 5 stars. These reviews, they cannot be verified. You cannot even find where they, Martins, Jens. So this is all feel-good, rub your tummy stuff. So if I was to look at this person here and I right-clicked on this and I went Google Lens, this lady that's theoretically wrote the review, and I've got nothing to go on, nothing to expand on, I can open it up and I can't find that image anywhere. So this means that it's just made up bullshit. And if somebody's prepared to sit here and put reviews that can't be verified, that is a red flag straight away. Okay, launch the app. Now, just because you see figures on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Oops, are we down already? Okay, we've got enough technology to do aggressive arbitrage trading. There's no proof of that whatsoever. But we haven't got enough technology to keep our website going when the crypto Ponzi scheme Avenger comes along with his Avengers and we shut down these websites. So I don't know what's happening with their AI bot, but at the moment we've got the black scream of death. So let's go through this and let's get this over and done with. Let's put them out of the misery. So what I'm basically saying, with all the red flags, without the no proof of who they really are, even our friend, which we now don't even know whether this is his real image, which we don't believe it is, but it does look, it does look like a genuine image. So Winton B. Morgan, the guy that's trying to save me and save himself, and he said in the phone call, and this is what's really upset me, is the fact that he has lost thousands of dollars to Ponzi schemes in the past, including Hyperverse, because that's what he thought I used to get this per mote. So he's lost thousands and thousands of dollars to Ponzi schemes and scams, but he spent, in his words, a whole week looking for a MervBot AI trading platform. A whole week. It just gets worse and worse. All right, so what we're going to do is, the best thing I can do is read the blog first, and if we have any time left over, because I'm on a time clock today, we will do so. But let's get stuck into this blog. Now, this blog, I have actually blurred out his phone numbers because it's just easier. I can't be done for doxing that way. So we will actually just read each paragraph at a time. Let's have a go. Let's go.
Every scam starts the same way. Someone thinks they've found the secret the banks don't want you to know. In this case, that someone was my keen recruiter, a man now identified as Winton B. Morgan, an overexcited salesman who insisted Smarts.Money was the next Hyperverse, but real this time.
Yeah, so that's a hard case. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to, oh my God, that didn't work.
He first contacted me via text from +1 256 924 2181 addressing me as Sir every second line and promising 50% ROI in 60 days. The pitch was short, punchy, and familiar. No long staking, no emotion, full transparency. He even threw in a Zoom link and dared me to prove him wrong.
Yes, and we've gone to the Zoom link, which also could be doubling down as a funeral view link, as I mentioned earlier on. Nothing's happening here, so I know that you said you'd come and be on my live. Is it Quinton, whatever your name is? And we've got the Zoom link, but you might as well just fire up your Zoom link and let's go live and show us how it all works. Because it just so happens this multi-million-dollar guy that's going to be like, my logic on this all was quite simple, really. It was, if it's so damn good, then why doesn't the guy just use his own money and invest in it? Like, what he's basically saying, Danny, for $50, you can come and use my clever technology. Now, $10 of that money is going to go into the platform. Yeah. And also, $40 of that money is going to go back to the person that sent you my way. That's a great deal. So with $10, he's going to make that $50 give you 50% return on investment within 60 days. And he said he's living proof. Now, Ponzi schemes, guys, you need to wake up. Ponzi schemes are designed to pay people at the start so they talk about it. Now, this is a perfect example. Our friend here had put in, Winton had put in $1,000. And from his $1,000, he actually managed to get $971 onto their platform. That money, theoretically, somebody should have got a lot, so they've signed up membership, he's dumped all his money in there, and then he's managed to get 50% return in 60 days. And then he's gone out there and started recruiting. So these platforms have got many other income streams. So CryptoG looked and saw a lot of transactions. I would actually play what CryptoG said. It was actually quite comical. I don't know if we've still got that handy. I'll just have a wee look. What have we got?
But ultimately, I can't see any sign of intricate alpha capture through some AI trading or some liquidity pool mechanism or some MEV bot written by a chap on the streets in Ghana or Nigeria or anywhere else.
Right, now CryptoG, he might have heard a bit of a giggle there. He is an expert at going through the blockchain. We have gone through and we've tracked, in one case, I think we're up to $400 million from actually going on from Hyperverse, would you believe? All through the blockchain and tracking monies. So there's no evidence of anything other than a Ponzi scheme. And that is my opinion, and it's a very good opinion, I believe. So let's carry on. Let's see. So let's talk about the rabbit hole. And I have done a lousy job at doing what I'm doing, I think. But let's have a look and see. I'll just get this one started, then I'll flip back screens. Well, here we go. Whoops.
How the rabbit hole opened Keen Recruiter, Winton B. Morgan. My Keen Recruiter appeared to be connected to a supposed marketing outfit called Mega Mobile Marketing, a self-described AI and web design agency listing a non-existent office at 2001 Duncan Drive Suite 2872, and operating under two phone numbers, +1 256 701 1711 and +1 256 924 2181.
Yeah, so when somebody messages me on my normal standard phone, I put that number into WhatsApp, and then I search WhatsApp and it pops up. And then you click on the phone number, you go chat, and then it comes up with a profile. Well, the image that was on the profile was this image here. So that's when I did a reverse image search, just telling you how we do some of our open source searching. And then I found this public webpage, and on here we found a new phone number and we found a website address. So we did searches on it. We also found some other advertising they've done in the past. So if you look down here, you'll see there's a tiny link. And this is something else that, I know this was a wee while ago, but was it last year? Yeah, last year. A year, 12 months ago. Have fun taking Republicans and getting your vote, blah, blah, blah. So you click on that link, and then you get warning. This URL has been blocked by this. It's harmful. So whatever he was, or they was, or whoever, well, it's him who owns this webpage. And remember, this guy's Mega Mobile Marketing. He's got 0 followers and 0 people following him. And he's obviously set this up for a reason, but there's no real images here and we couldn't really do much searching. But this is how we start going down rabbit holes, which I always find quite interesting. So as I said, here we go.
Their Facebook page has 0 followers and looks like a placeholder, filled with generic buzzwords about AI, software, and business technology, but no genuine company activity. The page lists the contact email info at megamobilemarketing.com, which still bounces automated replies, another clear sign of a ghost operation.
Well, it doesn't actually bounce automated replies because I actually emailed it and didn't get any response back. Normally, if it's not set up, you'll get an email coming back saying undeliverable, but that can happen after a couple of days and all that sort of stuff. So we'll just go to here and we'll have a listen.
When I checked the number +1 256 701 1711 on WhatsApp, a profile appeared under the name Winton B. Morgan, complete with the profile image. A reverse image search of that photo turned up no matches anywhere else online. While that doesn't prove the image is original, it does show it's not a recycled stock photo or one of the common AI-generated faces that appear across multiple scam networks. Given the image's realism, combined with the fact that the same number later attempted to call me, it's highly likely this is the real person behind the recruitment push, not just another anonymous avatar.
Yeah, so as I said, I did a reverse image look on there and there's no results, which doesn't mean that it's not a real person. It just means they haven't used that on any other social media, which is always quite interesting. But then we started messaging the phone number that we originally got the reply from, and we told them what we were about to name and shame this guy. And then we started messaging both WhatsApp phone numbers. And eventually they realized that we had got the right person because then they rang us up and started talking to us, which was actually quite comical, really. So you start getting flack when you're over the target. But the most suspicious thing is actually this account of his. If you go back through here and you look at the photos, this Winton Morgan person, which is in the UK, and this black, I don't even know what the last name is.
Black KRST.
KRST has some really interesting sort of post in it. And it looks like somebody who should be wearing one of these. Conspiracy theorist. You just see the same traits, but there's no images of him on here whatsoever. Now, I don't have a Facebook account, and that's why I get that. So I can only look at so much of this, but we've got reels, and there's no real persons. So my conclusion is, whatever his name was, Winton, is trying to hide his identity. I believe that Winton used to live in the UK, and I believe he possibly could now be living in America. We've got information here that says he lives in London. He worked at Art to Light Designs. He's a digital creator. White HID story and black and white mystery school decoded. I don't even know what that means. So you might be looking at this and you go, I know this guy. His profile was created in 2009. So that's what we started with. Next thing is we can see it's all went to Oakwood Adventures Academy. I don't even know how to say that word and I can't highlight it. And then obviously now we've switched over to America using a fake name, the same phone number that he's messaging me on. And once I started getting conversations back at the same time, we managed to tie these two accounts together. So the question is, for you, why does this person, who's 58 years of age, born in 1966, why does he need to have fake identities and hide his identity? It looks like, from my opinion, is that this person has some sort of history. They don't want themselves on the internet. Why would you invest with such a guy? And then more importantly, why would you invest in a Ponzi scheme where the theoretical owner of this is alleging he's doing something he isn't? It's not rocket science, ladies and gentlemen. It's just common sense. But let's just swipe that all off the table and let's have a look at what they're claiming they are doing. And as we said, Crypto G is our crypto analyzer, and he said he can't see anything smart about this contract other than this blog that we've written.
Whatever the truth, One fact is undeniable. Mega Mobile Marketing operates as a recruitment funnel for an unregistered investment scheme, cloaked in slick AI business jargon, and the story only gets worse once you step inside Smarts itself.
Right, so now we're going to take a look at the program. Now, one of the first things we can look at is he gave me these documents, which are hosted on Gitboot, which we will be closing down soon. We'll just need to write to Gitboot and tell them that they're hosting, information that is a Ponzi scheme or a scam, and they will have their services shut down. We haven't done that yet because I've been up last night talking to this guy, but you can go through what I call their knowledge base, and you can read all about what they're doing. So we've put all that information into AI, and we've asked it to break it down into layman's term and explain, is it actually possible to do what they allege? Because remember, this is state-of-the-art stuff, but it is unusual that this knowledge base is on a third-party server, which, from my opinion, when I go in and do these deep dives, often they have this information ready to be carbon copied and rebranded in a flash. So as soon as this website goes down, they'll come out with a new domain name and they'll rename these files and they'll start the whole process over again and then start marketing them again. That's how shocking it is. It's just incredible. But that's what I assume that they'll be doing. So let's have a look and see what these smart contracts said, because like when I do a lot of my reviews, I like these companies to fall on their own sword. Their own information is enough to make them fall on their own swords.
What Smarts pretends to be their Smarts.Docs knowledge base describes itself as an AI-powered MEV trading platform built on Solana and Binance Smart Chain. It claims to scan the mempool for profitable sandwich trades, the same high-frequency tactics used by professional arbitrage bots, and promises to execute them only when 100% profitable. Their founder, supposedly a developer named Prakash Mea, told a webinar audience.
There we go. So here's quotes from him.
The bot cannot lose money in execution. If no profitable opportunity is detected, it simply skips the transaction and moves instantly to the next one.
Now, if that was possible, the world would go bankrupt. It's just, it would make a mockery of crypto in itself, because this would spiral out of, it would bleed the internet dry. It's mathematically impossible for this to deliver on what they claim.
That sentence alone disqualifies Smarts from being legitimate. Every trading algorithm on Earth carries risk. Even high-frequency arbitrageurs lose when liquidity, latency, or gas fees shift. Claiming zero-loss execution is mathematically impossible.
Yeah, and it's just buzzwords. And every time I talk to somebody, they go, I don't understand. The same with my recordings that I had with, I keep forgetting his name. Let's go back and find it. Winton. So every conversation I had with him, he didn't really understand the technology, couldn't even name the company that's behind it. And he said that he was happy to get me on a Zoom call. And I'm going, well, that's just fantastic. So let's carry on.
Their promotional videos use AI-generated voices, not real presenters. The live demos always show the same phantom wallets magically gaining a few tenths of a SOL or BNB token. No audit, no verifiable smart contract code, no external validation. The supposed proof of profit is nothing more than a screen capture of a wallet balance edited to rise on cue.
Yeah, and that's truly it. Just because you got money out of it, even if you got more money than you put in, and you've now recruited 8 people, you are the perfect Ponzi scheme promoter. And I did put these videos into AI, and I asked it to, I transcribed the text.
Executing the trade in the Solana network. All right. So over here, what you guys are
All right, we'll see if we can get a picture of the guy.
blockchain, where the transaction speed and volume creates an ideal conditions for extractable profit over here. All right. So what does the MAV bot does is actually,
So does he look like he's reading off a card? Does this guy even look real? This could be AI. This does look kind of real
it will start off by
because he's reading it off a card, and I don't think AI is trained to read off the card. So, we track and monitor activity from human trafficking compounds. This guy is probably Chinese. He's probably working under GRS. And if you go and read up about the human trafficking compounds in Myanmar on the border of Thailand, you realize that a lot of these scams that you see actually are coming out of these human trafficking compounds. And this, to me, does not give me peace of mind that these are real and genuine people.
Control of your earnings with real Web3 technology with no technical skills needed. Let's give a warm welcome to Mr. Brandon as he takes us through the brains behind Smarts and show us how to put it to work.
Now, that there to me is total fake. And if your brain cell is triggering this is real, then you might as well go to the movies and pretend planet Earth is square. It's just stupid bullshit, poos and wee stuff. But just want to bring that into you. So go and watch those videos if you want. And if that convinces you, then I can't help you I can't prevent you from losing your money.
The referral hook. By mid-2025, Smarts had already launched its rewards program. Activate the bot for $49.90, refer a friend, and earn $40 per activation. That's an 80% payout, unsustainable unless new buyers continually feed the system.
80% payout. Isn't that crazy? So we've just heard that our friend, whatever his name is, Winton, has referred 8 people, but not 8 people, he said 8 communities. So he's hoping to score in big. And he was devastated when we said we're going to take down the website.
They later expanded this into a 20-level referral tree, removing any personal deposit requirement to unlock tiers. It's a textbook MLM structure disguised as fintech. The company's August update even bragged that they were focusing recruitment on grassroots builders in Southeast Asia, the Middle East, and Europe. That's not trading expansion. That's multi-level scaling.
Yeah, so 20-level referral tree is quite typical for a Ponzi scheme. And as we said, we got the transcript from these videos, put it into AI, and extracted all the words out of it. And then we asked it to highlight all the statements that they said and the claims that they made. And that's obviously one of them. Haven't seen the pitch deck myself, but the pitch decks sort of make me glaze over these days because they're just shiny little PDFs. And anybody with a pitch deck can change it and color it to any color they want. They just need to get your brain cell starting to dampen into stupidity, and then you'll suck in all the lies, and before long you'll start believing this is true.
The technical illusion. Smarts throws around genuine blockchain terms, mempool, RPC nodes, sandwiching, atomic arbitrage, but never provides verifiable code or an audit trail. Here's what's wrong technically.
Right, if you want to get technical and you want the jargon now, he said he was talking to their leader, and their leader actually said that if I didn't know how to find the contract, oh my goodness, what's happening here? If I didn't know how to find the contract, what's he trying to say, ladies and gentlemen? Then I was incompetent. So I'm going, okay. So just see if I can get that back again. I did. Yeah, so we couldn't find, we did find lots of tiny contracts, but they weren't doing anything. And we did find a feeder wallet, and the feeder wallet is designed to top up everyone's wallets when they think they're doing arbitrage trading. We've done this with Boomerang. We actually showed in one arbitrage trading bust that we did that when the wallets ran dry, they put the sign up saying they're under maintenance. And as soon as we personally, Crypto G, topped up the wallets, the maintenance removed, and people could start doing fake arbitrage trading again. And then a few days after that, the website got removed because we fully bust them. So we're used to seeing feeder wallets that top up people's wallet addresses every time they do something. And it's like tickling the hamster. And you can't sit here and say it's real if you don't understand it. We unfortunately do understand how these systems work.
Impossible execution claims. Sandwich attacks require block producer access or extremely low latency. Retail users connecting through a browser wallet cannot outrun professional MEV bots. Smarts' claim that ordinary users can profit automatically on Solana or BSC contradicts how those networks function.
Yeah, so it's just bamboozling you with fancy snap words. I mean, wake up. That's what I told the guy on the phone. We finished up in a bit of a yell down the phone because I'm getting so sick of these people who go, it's real. And the only thing they're judging it on is the fact that they've actually managed, this person, to get more money out than they put in, even though they had to wait 50 days.
Demonstration wallets. The wallets shown in videos are isolated demonstration accounts. They don't match any live, profit-making contract on Solana Scan or BSC Scan. The profits are likely preloaded funds moved between internal addresses to look active.
That's exactly, I couldn't say it better myself. In fact, I did say it myself, didn't I? So if we have a right of reply to all our information. So if you are in the leadership team and you've realized that Danny DeHeck's got it wrong and your website went down for no reason, then reach out to us and provide us the evidence, and I will put the evidence back in this blog. And I'm happy to do another live, even an interview, if you show us these smart contracts is doing what you claim.
No proof of AI. Every mention of machine learning is marketing fluff. There is no description of model architecture, data source, or inference process, just buzzwords like predictive intelligence and adaptive algorithms.
Oh, they sound good, don't they? That makes my brain feel like peace of mind. It's a good investment. I don't understand it, but that's got to be right.
No legitimate business entity. The terms of use and privacy policy contain zero corporate identification, registration number, or governing jurisdiction. That means there is no company, just a website.
Now, we've got to bring this up. Now, the guy said to me originally, if I can't access the website, I'll need to use a VPN. So what does that tell you? It's been banned in America. And the only way for me to access the website is pretend I'm in a different country. So does that sound like a legitimate company to you? I forgot about that part. It was a really important part. So it just goes on and on and on. It's actually unbelievable that people will buy into these platforms. And I said to the Clinton that he's part of the problem. He's part of why I get up in the morning at 7 a.m. and go to bed at 4 o'clock. He's not helping anyone. He's not helping me with my passive income financial future. He's actually given me lots of work to do.
The legal facade. Smarts' legal documents are long, polished, and empty. They read like they were copied from a legitimate broker's compliance page and scrubbed of anything traceable.
And that's exactly what they are.
The privacy policy claims to collect government-issued ID, IP logs, wallet addresses, and payment details for kite compliance, but since there is no registered company, any ID upload simply hands personal data to anonymous operators.
You're going to get your identity stolen by people in China. The Chinese mafia will be creating a new passport for you right now, Clinton.
The terms of use disclaim all responsibility, stating.
So here's two claims that they have made in their own terms of use.
We do not guarantee profits or success. You may lose all or part of your investment, and Smarts shall not be held liable for any failure or delay in performance caused by circumstances beyond its reasonable control.
Reasonable control. Well, that narrows it down, doesn't it? Do you feel good now? But because you receive money, you can just turn a blind ear to all this stuff.
They even reserve the right to change terms at any time and require users to indemnify Smarts for any legal disputes. In other words, you agree that they can keep your money, rewrite the rules, and charge you for their legal fees if you complain. This is not legal compliance, it's a liability shield.
This is why I use AI, because AI read their own terms of service. Like I said at the beginning of this video, it is like the sword that they fall on. Their own legal terms is telling you that you cannot complain. I mean, you can't make this shit up. I'm running short on time, so we'll have to actually go through these paragraphs a bit quicker.
The math doesn't work. The Global Connect event in their videos boasted 20,000 users, 700,000 transactions, and an average 1.25% daily return, supposedly generating $6.9 million in community profit. If that were real, it would rank Smarts among the top DeFi protocols on Solana by volume. Yet there is no trace of Smarts on any blockchain analytics platform. No GitHub, no white paper, no contract audit, no mention on DeFi Llama, DApp Radar, or CoinMarketCap. The numbers exist only inside Smarts' promotional videos and scripts.
Now, if we are wrong, then provide us the evidence. Because at the moment, this is all feel-good factor stuff. And my tin hat, I said to somebody the other day, if they shut down Jarvis's website, I'll eat my hat. And then I suddenly thought, oh, I haven't got a straw hat. I've got a tin hat. It's going to be very hard to digest. But, you know, like extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. It's not rocket science, ladies and gentlemen. So we won't have much time to go through their YouTube channel, but this is quite good info.
The illusion of proof. Smarts' fake YouTube channel. If you need one more reason to doubt Smarts, look no further than their official YouTube channel, at Smarts.Money, which claims to feature engineers, founders, and strategy leads explaining how the MEV bot works. Not one of them is real. Every voice is AI generated, every conversation scripted, and every interview stitched together with stock footage and text-to-speech narration. Their so-called Global Connect event, presented as a live community gathering, is nothing more than a montage of pre-recorded clips with AI voices pretending to be company executives.
Yeah, so some of them might be genuine people, most of them, to my opinion, the voices were AI driven, and it's just to fool the weak-minded individuals who can't get over the fact they managed to get some money off the internet.
They use these videos to simulate credibility, to make viewers feel they are watching a legitimate fintech startup rather than a recruitment-driven Ponzi. It's a deliberate psychological tactic, fake authority through fake people. Smarts doesn't have a team, it has a voice library.
Yeah, it's just the same shit, different day. And if you watch how these, we've seen, we've got a building. We were involved in a Bloomberg documentary, and they went to Sam Lee's building where he was creating all um, these opportunities. And we found other scams that we thought weren't associated that were coming out of the same building. And we were told by somebody who worked in that building for 5 months, and they were actually the flatmate of Sam Lee. And they said, "Oh yeah, our development team did the websites for We Global, the people I'm trying to talk about." So this is pretty normal stuff. But if you want to go through the red flags, now just one red flag is enough for me not to invest. But our friend Clinton, his only brain cell was focused on the fact that he got his money back and some, and he's also recruited it because it was so damn good. As I said earlier on, he's the perfect Ponzi scheme promoter.
Real-world red flags 1. Anonymous team Prakash Mea, Zoe, and Brandon have no digital footprint prior to Smarts. All voices appear synthetic, likely AI generated.
Yeah, so we said that to Clinton, and he said, well, people are allowed to have their privacy. And I go, well, not if you're making extraordinary claims, and not if you have to use a VPN to access the website from America because America doesn't want it. And not if you're taking money off people. You need to be a registered company. So I said, where's the registered company? I got crickets.
2. Non-traceable address 2001 Duncan Drive Suite 2872 doesn't correspond to any registered office.
Yeah, no, I think we did do a lookup on that address, and we might have it open in one of the tabs, but I won't go there now because I'll run out of time.
3. Domain age. Smarts.Money was registered in early 2025, months before the so-called years of development.
Why would that be? Come on, guys. The domain name was registered in 2025. So January, this probably, isn't that, and they've been around for years of development, and they thought last minute, let's get a domain name. This is a telltale sign. Another reason why we can take down this website.
4. Overproduction, under proof. Dozens of short tutorial videos, none showing genuine blockchain transactions.
Yeah, let us track on the blockchain where you made all this money. I mean, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. Now, the blockchain don't lie, but we haven't seen anywhere where it can get 1.2% return for people's investment per day. And why doesn't the company invest in themselves?
5. Referral commissions outweigh revenue. $40 payouts on $49.90 sales prove the product isn't the bot, it's the recruit.
Recruiting is how they make the money.
6. Fake community testimonials, AI voices, and staged leaders claiming instant withdrawals. 7. Absence of legal entity, no company, no registration, no jurisdiction equals no accountability. Every one of these is a flashing siren.
Lots of sirens. It's as I say, sometimes when we have so many red flags, the breeze is curling my eyebrows.
The psychology of the pitch. Smarts follows a precise psychological formula used by modern crypto MLMs. Promise sophistication, deliver simplicity, promise automation, deliver dependence. They tell users that trading manually is emotional and risky, that their AI can eliminate human error. The real purpose is to make participants feel safe enough to hand over crypto and recruit friends. By the time users realize the profits are fabricated, their referrals have already multiplied the pot.
Yep. So exactly as I said, exactly what happened to our Fred Clinton. He got his money out, so he didn't lose the money, but 8 people who've got 8 communities theoretically are about to lose their money. Oh, wait, there's more.
The real risk. Anyone considering having a go with Smarts is stepping into a casino with a rigged table. Once your crypto leaves your wallet, it enters a contract or central address controlled entirely by the operators. You will never see an independent audit, and any withdrawal you manage early on will be bait for your next deposit. More dangerous still, by submitting kike documents you may expose your identity to the very people running the scam. Those details can later be used to open accounts, create new domains, or impersonate you when Smarts inevitably rebrands.
Yep, as I said earlier on, that's exactly what they'll do. As soon as it collapses, you'll see the very same looking website coming out with the very same look. It's not rocket science, it's the hex science. Rinse and repeat. Let me give you an example so you know what I'm talking about. We started off with one that was called Hyper Capital, Hyper Tech, Hyper Fund, Hyperverse, Hyper Nation, Hyper Cosmos, Hypermall maybe, but I don't think it did have that. But then we had Diversal, and then it went VidiLook 1, no, VidiLook, and then VidiLook 2, 3, 4, and 5, VAV. These are all, rebrands and rinse and repeat, and they go after the same communities. That was Sam Lee. Finished up, Sam Lee theoretically is connected to a $1.9 billion scam. This one here, I'm not saying is a $1.9 billion scam. In fact, their smart wallet had about 125,000 in it. They're using that to pay people. Say goodbye to your money, fans. That's going to dry up as soon as that website disappears, and we're taking it down.
Why it feels convincing. Smarts' strength lies in presentation, the fake professionalism, webinars, subtitles, detailed roadmaps, gives the illusion of legitimacy. They use buzzwords that make retail investors feel like insiders. On-chain arbitrage, zero-loss logic, AI predictive models, atomic execution. It sounds technical enough to silence doubt. That's the entire point.
Yes, imagine being at the pub and you're telling your mate while you're having a beer, I invest in arbitrage trading. Oh, what's that, mate? Well, I don't really understand it myself. Let's have another beer. I don't know. But look at this this here. We go to Smarts. I mean, this company's meant to be going to be worth millions and zillions of dollars. We currently have 592 subscribers and they've got 23 videos. This company's been going for years. You go to the very bottom, the first video came out 5 months ago. Isn't that amazing? Don't you think there'd be videos about the development and stories and interviews rather than this sort of crap? Have a look at
It's a
this.
sandwich attack to extract profits in real time. First, we're going to pick tokens from GMGN's latest pools on Solana. Why these pools? New ones usually. Let's get started by grabbing the latest newly created tokens ready to go.
Here we go. Now there you go. So here's some crypto addresses in here, and here's some green screen stuff to make it look technical. Now none of this is real. This is bullshit. This is stupid, idiot stuff. And it's got everything that you think of. So hey, look, prove it to me. I'm open-minded. I got accused last night because the guy didn't like what I was saying, that I just call everything a scam. And I'm going, well, yeah, basically everything that gets put on my desk, I do a blog about is a scam because that's what I do for work. I don't just do blogs for the hell of it. I research things, find the red flags, and then I give you the results. It's not rocket science. It's the hex science.
The truth beneath the gloss. Smarts is not a trading platform. It is a recruitment-driven funnel wrapped in AI marketing. It borrows DeFi terminology, disguises referral bonuses as community rewards, and hides behind untraceable entities. The system survives only as long as new users pay activation fees and hand over crypto for bot funding. Once deposits slow, the operators will pivot, probably to a new domain promising smarter Mea v2. The only thing zero loss about this project is the accountability of its founders.
Yep. So final thoughts. Let's have a listen. We'll do this all at once for the sake of time.
Final thoughts. If you've already joined, withdraw whatever you can. Take screenshots of every page, every payment address, and every message from recruiters like those at Mega Mobile Marketing. If you're thinking of joining, remember this. The bot only executes when conditions are 100% in its favor. The people behind Smarts are operating under that same principle. They only act when the conditions guarantee their profit, not yours. Treat Smarts.Money exactly as you would treat any online casino. The difference is that in a casino, the odds are printed on the table. Here, they are hidden in code you'll never see.
Brilliant. So here's my disclaimer, and I don't live behind disclaimers because these are absolutely worthless. But my disclaimer isn't a disclaimer because I'm not providing financial advice. My disclaimer is telling you how I gather my information. So we don't hack into people's computers and we don't do anything illegal. All the research that me and my team do, the Avengers, is actually publicly available. We use archive web pages, corporate filings, domain data, social media activity, and open blockchain transactions. We were literally hoping to see a paradise of smart contracts doing what these people were claiming. We provided and saw we got no evidence of the like. We don't do any unlawful hacking. We're not here to dox anybody. All the information that we got, all the phone numbers that we got in our website were provided to us by Clinton. So we don't know who this, Clinton Morgan is. He told me his name was Morgan, and then we researched Morgan found the phone numbers, found his history. Morgan, this is the proper person that we were corresponding with. There's no doubt about it. Claims to be in London. So that was unusual. Next thing, we found out that we went to Art Two Lights Design. We questioned him while talking on the videos that we've got, which you can hear. Me bringing them back. Whoop. Are you there? Oh. I had to bring him back again because I was surprised he picked up. I accidentally hung up. Here we go.
Hey, Danny, can you hear me?
I can now. Yep. How you doing?
Okay, so what now? Are you still going to lie, or are you going to tell the truth that there is a verifiable smart contract deposit address and withdrawal address with funds and verifiable activity taking place? Are you going to tell the truth or not?
I always tell the truth.
Okay, so stop this bullshit. You're going to hurt people in the Netherlands if you get this shit shut down. There are people who actually care in the world, Danny. Everybody ain't out to get somebody.
Hey, stop gaslighting me. He's very passionate about it. Now, as you can see, I've just gone to Smarts.Money and we've got a blank screen. So it looks like we may have been successful overnight while I went to sleep for 3 hours a day, and we've actually shut the website down, or their host is having problems for some unknown reason. Now, I'm going to call that Avenger work. I'm going to carry on listening to this. He did get very upset. He did use a few swear words. So if you are triggered by those, please buckle up, or maybe it's time to say goodbye to this video. But let's have a listen to see how passionate Morgan, who wasn't Morgan, his name is Clinton, is. It is quite comical. And as Crypto G gave me a message this morning, he said, this was one of my top 10 investigations where we exposed this scam quite well. Now, I'm just going to go through some of the browser windows while we listen to Clinton go off at me. And as I said, excuse the bad words. And let me...
I'm just saying, you pissed me off with that shit, Danny.
No, what's your name, mate? Tell me your name. You said I spelled it wrong.
Why? Why do you need my name? I'm not the company. I don't need my name all out in the world.
Well, hold it. Look, Winston, you've come at me with two phone numbers. Well, what is your name?
My name is not Winston. Plenty of people have two phone numbers. What's wrong with that?
But they don't have two identities.
Huh?
You don't have two identities. Fletcher.
I don't have two identities. I don't know who the fuck that Wu guy is. It's an error. My name is Winton B. Morgan. I'm from Bermuda. But don't put my name out around some bullshit, Danny. That's not appropriate. But do you actually care?
Hold it, mate. Listen, you can't just yell at me. We've also found that you're based in England at one stage. So what's the story with that?
Why is that any of your business?
Because we research people before we want to do due diligence.
No, I mean, come on. My name is Winton B. Morgan. I'm from Bermuda. Where I've lived and all that stuff is irrelevant.
Okay, what about Art Two Light Designs? Did you work there?
Why? It's irrelevant. Let me make something plain to you, okay? The internet is a very predatory place. So I don't just put my information out there. I don't just put my face out there.
You don't put your face. Look, when somebody says predatory, I go into all sorts of spirals, dark holes. These guys are hiding their identity. This guy was very evasive, and I think we exposed him fully. So if you're getting conversations from this guy telling you this is the sure thing, I mean, he finished up talking to me down the phone so much I couldn't get a word in edgeway. If it wasn't for my clever broadcasting software, I wouldn't be able to dominate the conversation. But the conversation is breathless. It does go on. I will keep playing it while I tidy up my tabs, but have a listen to this. This is just, I believe this is somebody who's uneducated, who has got involved in using the internet, who recruits people. It speaks for itself. On the internet, and there's a reason for that normally.
The reason for that is right now they have a program called Sora that could show me sucking dick, Danny, right?
Well, that's what I'm afraid of. Your checkered past, and now you're promoting a Ponzi scheme.
Well, I don't have no checkered past, man. Stop that foolishness. Okay, I'm asking you to have personal integrity. Don't
Mate,
give me a check or
you've
cash.
told
I don't
me,
have one.
you've already told me that you've lost so much money to Ponzi schemes, and now you've found one that isn't a Ponzi scheme, and you can't even tell me who owns the company.
It's a Web 3.0 interface.
How
The
many
Web 3.0
Web
is set up.
3.0 interfaces do you think I research?
Dude, it's not relevant to this one. What
Okay.
you can't see that you're doing is you're saying, well, everything is a Ponzi, so anything that I get towards now and that I see is a Ponzi because I'm predisposed to everything being a Ponzi.
Mate, everything
is not a
I
Ponzi.
research and I promote on my website is a Ponzi because they are Ponzis. I haven't found one that isn't a Ponzi yet. And your one's got every... Look, you told me that if I recruit somebody for $49, the person that recruits me gets $40.
So what's wrong with somebody paying a commission? When you go buy a car,
Okay.
the salesman makes a commission.
No,
That's
so
not a
why
Ponzi.
do they need people's money for this system to work?
They don't need money for the people's systems to work. I mean, you have to trade money for a trade to take place.
Why don't the developers use their own money?
Well, okay, but that doesn't make it a Ponzi, does it, Danny?
Well, you're telling me, but you've got no evidence as such. We'll check out your smart contract addresses. And what are you going to do when we come back and say that the contract, which they often are, is linked to phishing websites?
I mean, tell me what you know. But again, you're proving to me that you're not objective, Danny.
I can't hear you properly, mate.
Okay. All I'm saying is you're not being objective, all right?
But, no, I'm not being naive, mate.
Okay. Well, I'm not being naive either.
I've spent hours researching this since you've provided me your affiliate link. And now what I'm telling you is my research, you don't like it because the only thing you've got to judge this on is that you've got more money out of it than you've put in. And you've already recruited 8 people, so you say, and they're not even people. They're teams of people. So you've recruited communities. So I think that might be why you can withdraw your money, mate, because you're a recruiter.
No,
they always look after recruiters. Actually, he just said he had 43 people. So he claims that he put $1,000 in. He had $971 on the platform. He made $400, and now he tells us, I didn't hear that the first time. He said he had 43 people. So what's 43 times 40? That's a lot of money. So he doesn't need to worry about getting money off the platform anymore. It's all about recruitment. 43 people times $40 is how much money he's making. No wonder he's passionate about keeping the website live, which I think they might have actually taken down themselves because he told the developers that Danny was going to do a video. So I wouldn't mind betting that they have actually taken out the website so that we couldn't see it. But obviously you can see we've navigated around that.
Danny, listen to me.
I'm not deaf, mate. I'm just not stupid.
Okay, but listen to me, okay? I put in $971 on July the 27th.
Why that much? Okay. Why 71? Had to ask that for Susie.
Because I sent 1,000. The bot was $20, and my gas fee was $9 and change, or $8 and change. So $971 hit the account.
Oh dear. Anyway, you get the idea. Sorry, I've ran out of time. Got to go do something else today, and that's us. That's our broadcast. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you got any feedback about Smarts.Money, if you've invested or if you've heard from Clinton, who may live in England, who may live in America, or may live in wherever he said he lived, somewhere in that. Who remember Clinton? He heard about it from someone from Ghana. And when I questioned that fact, he said, have you got something against Ghana people? And I go, no, but we do get a lot of scams from Ghana. And it usually is another red flag. Anyway, I'm Danny the Heck, a.k.a. the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. I'm here to name and shame any individual who's running or, in Clinton's case, promoting a Ponzi scheme or scam. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day. Thanks, guys.